Hey guys, what's up? I'm Pebble O and it's a Friday. Today I'm going to be doing the Isono review, which is a telenovela on BET Mondays to Thursdays at 9:30. So I'm going to be doing the second week's review. If you haven't watched the first week's review, which I did last week Sunday, this past Sunday, you can go check it out right here on my channel. Today I'm going to be starting off with Madame Mary, who is obviously the main character, you know. So Madame Mary is receiving threats, you know, it seems from somebody from her past. It seems that she has a very dark past, you know. It seems like somebody has something on her, so that person keeps asking her for money, you know, blackmailing her, extorting her. So Madame Mary is also extorting someone else for money, you know, because there was a lady that came to see her, and then Madame Mary told her, you know what, you're gonna give me 50k, and the lady was just like pissed off. So but then the lady gave Madame Mary the 50,000, you know, because of the blackmail. You know, there's something obviously that she doesn't want Madame Mary to put out there about her. So this was when Madame Mary was receiving a transfer right on her phone. I don't know if it was an e-wallet or a cash send or whatever, but well, it can be an e-wallet because it's 50,000. But yeah, man, she received money from that lady, and this is the moment when she received the money, and she was very pleased. As you can see, the look on her face. And she was ordered by the person that's blackmailing her to go drop off the money at the park, you know, just like how it happens in the movies. You know, somebody says, I have your daughter, come drop off the money. So that's what happened. Madame Mary went there to the park to drop off some money, and this was when she was at the park waiting to see who's gonna pick up the money. But she didn't get to see that because a beggar came to her car window and asked her for some money, and then she was just like rude, you know, towards the beggar. Imagine, Madame Mary own a house of grace. She runs an orphanage, but she can't even give a kid on the street like 2 rand. Imagine Madame Mary. Yeah, Madame Mary is evil, guys. So yeah, man, Madame Mary went and dropped off the money, but she doesn't know who she's giving the money to. But this person seems to know her very, very well. Also, what happened with Madame Mary, she went and asked Gabriel to give her the video of the pastor at the strip club so that she can go show the video to the pastor's wife, you know, because she wants to speed up the process of the pastor paying back the money that he owes her. So this was a way of Madame Mary blackmailing the pastor using the pastor's wife, you know. So Juju came up with the idea to Madame Mary that, you know what, let's go pay the pastor's wife a visit, you know, because, you know, a way to get to a man is through his wife, something like that. So this was when they went to see the pastor's wife, Juju and Madame Mary, and they showed the pastor's wife the video of the pastor at the strip club. Let's check it out. So this is Juju on the left, the lady in the middle is Madame Mary, as you know, and then the lady in the blue duke, that's the pastor's wife, and yeah. See there's the video of pastor at the club with a stripper, you know, the video that was taken by Gabriel. And then she acts like, after that, Madame Mary was just like, you know what, I don't believe that the pastor would do this to you. You know, I'm going to get back at the people that, you know, showed me this video. Acting all holy, but knowing exactly what she was doing. And then here we saw Madame Mary with her toy boy, her Ben 10 Ndisi, who works at the Department of Social Development, I think, because he's got connections there. And here they were talking about a funding opportunity at the social development department where Madame Mary's orphanage, Home of Grace, could get 500,000 rands, 500,000, you know. So they were talking about that, and there was a time where they were flirting, and then Gabriel, being the grumpy cat that he is, that's Gabriel right there, looking at them like all disgusted because he can tell that there's something else going on here besides just business. There's business and pleasure, and Gabriel was not impressed at all. And Madame Mary was a bit embarrassed, but you know Madame Mary doesn't care. She doesn't care what anybody thinks, you know. She will sleep with whoever she wants, whenever. Speaking of Gabriel, The boss at the club, Kazati, is after him because he wants to know why Gabriel was so confident and why he came to the club last week demanding money from one of his clients, being the pastor. You remember what happened there last week? So Kazati is telling his top man, AB, Abednego, to go and find Gabriel. Because here you see he's saying that you're going to go out and find this guy. And AB, Abednego, is in a tough position because he is, brothers with Gabriel, or foster brothers. They grew up together at the orphanage with Mother Mary. But then the boss, Gazati, doesn't know that. So it's a bit of a hard and a rock play situation for AB. Also, speaking of AB and Gabriel, guys, it seems like there's something going on between those two, like some lovers vibes. So I don't know, maybe we're gonna get a gay couple. It's gonna be interesting to see two tough guys from the hood, like gangsters. They even drive the Gushesha. It's gonna be interesting to see if Vele, they are like, they have like a history. So it's gonna be interesting to see that, because you can see the way they interact. It's like there's some underlying something there. Also, Gabriel is quite hot, easy on the eye, but he's never mentioned any girl, So I think, yeah, he is, there's something there between Gabriel and AB. But anyway, AB's trying hard to protect Gabriel because he knows that, he doesn't want anything to happen to him because they have a history, as brothers and possibly as lovers. Hey! Anyway, AB was also ordered by the boss to go and find the pastor and find out exactly what's happening, how the pastor was at the club and why Gabriel was attacking the pastor and wanting money. He wanted to know who Gabriel is working for. So Gazati, the club owner, sent Abednego to go talk to the pastor, and then the pastor was here with Gazati. After that, confessing, telling them everything he knows about Gabriel, and he's saying that his right-hand man, Gabriel, he was talking about Foster. There's a Foster guy, and I think Gabriel works for Foster, so they were trying to find out more information about Gabriel, from the pastor, because they could see that there's obviously something going on between the pastor and Gabriel after their interaction at the nightclub. Okay. Now, moving on to another character. This is Zakwe. Zakwe, remember, is the guy that moved into the orphanage last week. He's the most recent addition at the orphanage because there's a lot of kids there. Mother America just picks up kids from the streets, and then you're just there, and then you do whatever she tells you to do, whether it's good or bad, and you don't have a choice. You can't say no to Mother Mary. So Mariano Zakwe is like curious for what does Mother Mary do around here? Because I can see she's busy, but I don't know exactly what she's busy with. So he's like suspicious of Mother Mary's dealings. He can see that there's something going on here. There's something shady. So he was asking the lady that works for Mother Mary what's happening, and that lady just, shut her down like, hey, you don't ask questions because everybody's scared of Mother Mary. But Zakwe is just like, what exactly is going on right here? But he didn't get enough answers. But I'm sure that if he keeps pressing, he's going to get something. And then there's obviously something, some chemistry growing between Zakwe and Lesedi, who are both kids at the orphanage, Mother Mary. And Zakwe was feeling a bit left out. Street kids. I don't know a street kid, Mare. All the shows that I've seen on TV, all the movies, street kids don't like comfort. It's like every time you give them comfort, they just want to run back to the streets. So this is what Zakwe was doing here. He was trying to go back to the streets. He's saying that he's not comfortable there or whatever. So the city was trying to convince him, you should go to school and, and stay here because it's better than being in the streets, So she was just basically talking him out of the idea of moving out, Here they were talking about the mattress, So the city was saying to him, having a proper mattress, is that the problem? Like, what's your problem exactly? Because you have everything here, So it's better than being in the streets. Or is it? No, I think I'd rather be in the streets than be Mother Mary's slave. I'd rather be in the streets, guys. I've never been in the streets, but I'd rather be. So here we have Simon in the pink top. Simon, as you know, is one of Mother Mary's foster kids. And Simon is like the one who's responsible for assigning like chores and duties to the other kids at the orphanage because he's been there for so long, so he knows how everything is run. But for now, Simon seems to have a thing for Lesedi, and Lesedi is getting closer to Zakwe. So now Simon doesn't like Zakwe, he doesn't like them spending time together. He's sort of like jealous, And Zakwe mojanpiwe, so because Zakwe told Lesedi that, what, this guy doesn't like me because he wants you, and Lesedi was just like blushing. But I think Lesedi sort of like prefers Zakwe, even though she and Simon have known each other for much longer, I think she prefers Zakwe, the new guy. And then moving on to the couple, the soccer player and singer couple. This is Esther. Mother Mary's biological kid, the only biological kid of Mother Mary, who is a very problematic child. You know, you can see that she didn't receive any love from Mother Mary because Mother Mary looks like she doesn't have time for mothering. Hey, she doesn't. So this one is struggling with her drug addiction. The boyfriend, Makwande, the soccer player, is trying, but it seems like she's just spiraling out of control. This was when the boyfriend found her passed out on the couch after, you know, overdosing. She even missed the show. She was supposed to go to a show. She didn't go because she was passed out on the couch. And the manager is mad at her. And I think the manager has just like given up on her. And this was Esther, apologizing to her boyfriend, Makwande, saying that, what time is it? And the boyfriend was like, you should have been at the show, not here. You know, and she was just like making excuses, crying as usual. You know, Esther. She's like, I'm a failure. That's what I am. Well, yeah. So moving right along from Esther and her theatrics, moving right along to someone else. Okay, so this is Esther's friend, Millicent. And Millicent was talking to Esther, like, how Esther, what happened? This was before Esther passed out. She was supposed to go to a performance again. And then she asked her boyfriend, Makwande, to go. And Makwande was like, I can't go. I have a braai. You know, the coach is like throwing a braai, so I have to be there because there's people I need to talk to, networking. And then the friend is just like, what? Your man dissed you for a braai. You know, but Esther was a bit offended, and then they ended up, making up. But then eventually, this friend of Esther convinced her that they should go out to the club, you know, because after Makwande's braai, he didn't come home. He was, they saw him in a club. I think Makwande's a celebrity, so they saw him on social media at a club, you know. And then Esther and Millicent, the friend, decided, you know what, we're also going clubbing to spite Makwande. How dare he go clubbing? And now I can't go clubbing. So Esther went clubbing, and this is what happened. These were the results. She got drunk, and AB, who is Esther's foster half brother, I don't know what's going on there, Esther's foster brother, saw her there, and then AB tried to talk to her to go home because AB knows that she has a drug problem. But then Esther was not having it. She didn't even recognize AB because you remember AB and Gabriel and Esther all grew up together at the orphanage. But then AB has been gone for years, I think over 10 years. So Esther didn't even recognize that this is my brother. That's how drunk she was. That's how high she was at the club. And this guy here is seen trying to take advantage of Esther because Millicent, who went to the club with Esther, left Esther at the club to live with some guy, you know. So Esther was there drunk. As you can see, there's people taking pictures with her and in this position. And remember, she's a celebrity. Last week she didn't perform on stage. She ran out of stage. She ran off the stage rather. And then this week she's drunk at the club. Imagine, hey, Makwande's father is not gonna like this at all, because Makwande's father, you remember last week, he was like, you shouldn't be with this girl. You should have 10 girlfriends because this girl is trouble. She's a drug addict. Now Esther is not helping the situation because why is she doing this, guys? Why? So let's check out some of the things that happened on Isono this past week. Do you see that? That's AB and Gabriel, you know, the foster brothers, the gangs of foster brothers. This one is talking to this one about your abs, a corner and what. You can see that there's like chemistry there. It's gonna be interesting to see how this unfolds. Also, Mother Mary's real name, I think, is Martha, because I saw from the SMS, she received an SMS and then somebody called her Martha, thanking her for dropping off the money at the park. The person that's threatening her knows her really well, you know. So her real name is Martha, and here she was warning Juju not to call her Martha, you know, because she's in charge.
Malume Simon, Mother Mary, Kimewaka. What's it work for Simon or Ratamus? I should go upon the ruling cutting. Yes, what Baligananik Baba, Ukhabisa is to the community. Oh, the same community. It's a Magibwama M. Gayena. Mary mama utama hem ukhuluma ngani?
Nkosikazi, kwamele uqine Nkosi.
Mary was trying to tell the pastor's wife that the pastor has been cheating on her with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 women. Imagine, Mother Mary and this pastor have dark secrets.
Nasemandleni ayamakhulu. Iyo nto kufanele uyenze le. Asithandaze.
Mara wana friend no jola kira. Okay, man of the match.
He's at some braai thing with his.
Braai. You meant dusty for braai.
It's a networking gig. You wouldn't understand.
Namdana ngilunguwe. Can ngifuna olukhulu pha ku-Esther.
You know what? I'm out. Bye.
I'm going all in tonight. I'm good. You worry
So this was Esther at the club before she passed out. Just look at this.
about yourself. Can I get more drinks? Shots!
Damn, she's getting a little too loose.
Look at that rubbish she's with.
So that's Mother Mary dropping off the money to the anonymous person that's blackmailing her.
It's a calling.
Mary Ndlovu, Community Builder of the Year. That's me. One day, everyone will know what an evil, twisted bitch you are under that hat. Now we're done.
Oh, sorry about that. So that's the lady that's blackmailing Mother Mary. You hear that she called her a bitch because everybody thinks Mother Mary is a saint, but some people know that she's actually very dark. Yeah, man, so that's how we come to the end of that reaction of the second week of Isono. If you enjoyed that, I'm sorry about my camera. It's doing things that it's not supposed to be doing. Okay, if you enjoyed that reaction, please make sure that you catch my next reaction next week Friday, because Isono is on BET from Monday to Thursday, so my reactions are going to be on Fridays. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed that reaction. I'm Pebble O, and I'll be seeing you next time when my camera is not doing the things that are not making the post to happen. Later.